Welcome back to Academy TV. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It's Poole Town versus Hayes Yeading. We're going pitch side with Jack Tanner with the Poole radio commentary for this game. Hope you enjoy it.
Hello and welcome to Radio Poole Town. It's just myself today at the Black Gold Stadium, head of the third versus second as the Dolphins welcome Hayes Yeading United to Dorset. Dolphins coming off a tidy win at midweek in Wales, 3-0 over Merthyr. Tony Lee deflected down Bartlett strike, and then Josh Carmichael with the goals. Meanwhile, Hayes Yeading weren't in league action. They were in the Cup. Went to extra time and then penalties to beat Dorking Wanderers. Then into the first round, and they will host Sutton forward on the season. Despite playing 4 fewer games than the Dolphins, Hayes Yeading sit just 1 point above them with 9 games, 8 wins and 1 draw. However, the Dolphins never lost to Hayes Yeading in the league as 2-2-1 wins. The last meeting, of course, from that curtailed season here when the Dolphins had a similar record to Hayes' current record, finishing unbeaten in the 7 league games they had. 1-2-1 here. Tony Lee and Bailey Rowe getting the goals. However, Dolphins fans will recall the frequent meetings in the FA Cup, 4th qualifying round, both ending in heartbreak here with Hayes Yeading beating Dolphins to the promised land of the first round twice, way back in 2010, when they were National South side beating Wessex Premier Poole. And of course, when the sides were in the same division during the first curtail season, remarkably we saw Luke Kearney, the Poole Town goalkeeper, score, but it wasn't enough as Hayes Yeading ran out 3-2 winners. However, the past 2 meetings have seen 2 Dolphins wins, however, arguably not the favourites today, Paul. They do come into this game with a decent run of form with 4 wins from the last 4 and just 1 goal conceded. However, this is a different proposition. I'm going to run you through the sides. For the Dolphins, in goal, Mark Childs. It's the same back four of Declan Rose, Brooklyn Genesini, William Spetch, Jerry Wiskin, the captain. The same midfield of Dan Bartlett, Joshua Carmichael, Gordon Moore. On the wings, Luke Holmes and Jack Dickinson up front. Southern League in step 3's highest goal scorer, Tony Lee, leads the line after grabbing a 17th for the win over Merthyr. On the bench, we've got Joe Wickham, Will Butler, backup goalkeeper, Sean Wright, Sam Jackson, and William Fletcher. I'll quickly run you through the away side here. In goal for Hayes, we've got Tyler Dickinson, and ex-AFCB and Aldershot player Dinesh Gillela. Number 3, Jack Connors. Number 4, Keno Robinson. Number 5, captaining the away side today, Liam McDevitt. Number 6, Benedict Fremper. Number 7, Amos Nasher. Number 8, Scott Sholton. Number 9, Moses Emmanuel, a summer acquisition from National League Wealdstone. Francis Amartey and Tyler Goodrham. Number 10 and number 11. And on the bench, Hassan Jalloh. Number 13, Jack Smith, backup goalkeeper. Number 14, Shaquille Hippolyte Patrick. Number 15, Oluwassanmi Odelusi. And number 16, Rami Mayoded. As I said, Hayes Yeading just the 1 point and 1 place above the Dolphins, but do have a comfortable cushions of games in hand. Did speak to Tom Dailey prior to the match, and he was stressing how important it is for Dolphins to keep in touch with the sides above. Did lose to Farnborough in the previous meeting here, 3-1, who currently sit at the top of the table. So avoiding defeat here could be key. Tom Killick has predicted that Hayes will only lose roughly 6 league games this season. Dolphins have already lost 3, so there's any hope of keeping in touch. Win could be key here. Of course, the biggest question mark over the lineup will be the absence of Luke Burbage. It seems like his Poole future has been decided. Will no longer be at the club. We'll confirm that after the game. Tom Killick admitted that he wasn't aware that Burbage was to captain Shaftesbury on Tuesday in the Wessex Prem whilst the sides were in Merthyr, even though he did give permission for Burbage to not make the trip to Wales. Dolphins, of course, in their black and gold strip. Hayes in a strip of all white with red highlights. I will be the away side to get us started shortly. And we're underway here at the Black Gold Stadium. As I said, Hayes getting us started immediately, striding forward as Wiskin gets his foot in to nick the ball away. And now Holmes has got a pocket of space to drive into. He's got Lee just ahead of him, but he's quickly swarmed by 3 white shirts. Did take a deflection off the Hayes player who ran out for a spot kick, but in the end is cleared, but only as far as Moore, who feeds Bartlett. Moore now in possession. He's got Brooklyn Genesini to his right, but cuts it back to Bartlett here. Bartlett now to the feet of Holmes. He's got Rose in support. Finds the left back. Naturally a centre back. He's been used mainly as a right back during his Poole career, but definitely a utility player for the Dolphins. Used all over the shop. Wiskin driving pass up towards Carmichael, which isn't controlled properly. Runs away. Spetch clears Hayes' clearance, and that's headed away there by Gillela. For Dolphins throwing just inside Hayes' own half. Dolphins just passing around the back. Interestingly, Jack Dickinson starts to give it right back. Brooklyn Genesini, a more natural defender, but he's been used as a right winger. Tom Killick is a big fan of both of Genesini and Dickinson. As Genesini gets across towards our back post, it's well over the height of Luke Holmes and over the attacker, but he's managed to retain possession here for the Dolphins. Little stabbing motion there by the Hayes defender will be a free kick for the Dolphins. Bright start for Poole. Certainly not showing any signs of fear of their unbeaten opponents, and it's unbeaten in all competitions. Yet to begin their FA Trophy or Southern League Cup campaigns, but Hayes have negotiated 3 rounds of the FA Cup and 1 round of the Middlesex Senior Cup. In turn, Dolphins already knocked out of 2 competitions, the FA Cup and Southern League Cup. Genesini standing over this one, delivers, floats it towards that back post, towards Spetch. It's gathered and dropped by the goalkeeper Dickinson, but he manages to get a hand on it and pump it forward. Declan Rose nips ahead of Amartey and now falls for Carmichael. Lifted ball towards Lee's, blocked but only falls for Bartlett. Back to his centre midfield partner Carmichael, now out wide with Luke Holmes. So a marked improvement in recent weeks as he looks to beat his man here. Floated towards that back post to the goalkeeper. Not sure what quite happened there. I think the goalkeeper might have pushed it towards Lee. Lee couldn't quite react in time. You might have heard the library stand, as it's commonly called here at that goal stadium, did react. You did see the net bulge, but from the outside in. Early signs though, Dolphins looking positive. Just joining us now, 3 minutes into proceedings here at the Black Goal Stadium. Of course, Poole Town 0, Hayes getting 0, but Dolphins starting brightest and with possession. Goal kick is taken towards Dixon. I think that came off a Hayes player last, but almost sits up kindly for Emmanuel. Spetch initially gets his head on it, and it's fallen back to Emmanuel. He's knocked it out wide. Emmanuel looking for options and curls one into the box. Wiskin gets his head on it to take it away, and Moore will nod that even further as Carmichael gets the ball, knocks it towards Genesini. Genesini now looking for options. He's been well pressured here by Nasher. Goes back to Wiskin, who has to hit that first time under a bit of pressure. He skies it. Shanking motion there. Just a bit of lack of control from both sides as the ball is rarely touching the floor there, bouncing off the heads of both sets of players. Lee battling there with Hayes captain, but the ball falls kindly here for Holmes. Seen a lot of the ball early on here as he lays it off here for Declan Rose, who's offering support on this overlapping run on the left. Looking to cut in onto his right. Rose here tees up Carmichael, now to Bartlett, whose deflected strike his deflected strike did beat Murphy midweek. In fact, his deflection off his foot took it away from him. He couldn't quite get the shot off, and their poor pass by Moore quells that Poole attack. But as I said, Dolphins looking quite sharp at the moment. Ball knocked back here to Dickinson, lays it off for Fremper. Fremper looking down the line here. He's been pressured by Tony Lee from behind. Tony Lee, I believe, he got the ball fairly there. Referee disagrees. Referee stickler for where the original foul was. Fremper allows his goalkeeper to take this one. Dickinson can't quite get that away under pressure from Goodrham. Goodrham striding forward, sliding tackle by Genesini to prevent him advancing further as Whiskey recovers possession into Bartlett, who has to quickly shuffle it across to Rose. Good pressure here from Hayes via the form of Amartey and knocked back to Childs. Good pass in the end, might have been a missed clearance at first. Rose into the feet of Bartlett. Sees Tony Lee. It's a good tackle there by McDevitt. Best choice of pass there as Carmichael was open in the middle, but Poole still in possession. They've been quite lucky getting the ball back as Dickinson strides forward. There's some appeals from behind the goal for penalty, but referee's never going to give that as Dickinson dispossessed by Robertson, but still Dolphins with the ball. Finds Corby more advanced. Lee at the back post, that's stabbed away by Fremper. Connors recovers and will smack that down the line. And a bid to clear will fall kindly for Wiskin. He's got Spetch behind him and plays it to his centre-half partner. Moore lays it back off to Wiskin there. Bartlett into Spetch. And now Rose, who managed to knock it down here, looks to advance on this left-hand flank. Ball towards Carmichael is cut out here by Fremper. It's been held up by Bartlett, who wins the ball back. Carmichael slots it through to Tony Lee. And the linesman there hesitated before flagging as Lee rolls into the back of the net and beats Dickinson. Rose wants it down here for Bartlett. Into Holmes, his body check from behind there. Two former Cherries youngsters there. Dixon was the target of Bartlett's free kick as he skips past challenger one, floats towards Lee, it's cut out, but again falls calmly here for Moore. Poole doing very well to win the second balls here. Part of it obviously luck of the bounce as Bartlett tries his luck from range, always rising before it dips over the Jalloh and Grove stand there. Ball's cleared as Spetch battles here, gets his head on it, and Holmes will try and nod it past Nasher. Another foul there by Hayes on Carmichael. Bartlett looking to keep momentum going here. Rose spots the goalkeeper off his line. And it's just over the bar. Hayes very sluggish in their approach so far. Goal kick taken by Dickinson straight after another Poole throw in. More back to Wiskin and all the way back to Childs. Ball up towards Holmes, knocked on towards Lee, but that will be comfortably close for Dickinson. Rolled short, cleared up towards Goodrham. Ball played up towards Amartey there. He's done well to hold off the arms of Spetch as he looks to cut into the area. Been held up here by Spetch. Cut back is more, and a combination of Poole players got enough on the ball to take the sting out of that move as Lee holds the play up, finds Corby Moore, who interestingly made his debut against Hayes Yeading for Poole in his first spell way back in 2015 in the FA Cup second qualifying round. Poole just retaining possession at the back here. As they've started brightly, but Hayes just about repelled most of what Poole have thrown at them. Spetch looks to float that over the top of Genesini. It's a poor pass, and Genesini might have been offside. Either way, just joining us here, 12 minutes in, still Poole Town 0, Hayes Yeading 0. Ball up towards Emmanuel. He's battling here with Corby Moore. Does well to skip past the challenge of Moore. Stabs it towards Amartey, who can't get a touch on it, and that'll run all the way through to Mark Childs here. Dickinson in possession here, has to go back to Wiskin. Is there nothing showing from ahead of him? Wiskin will drive the ball forward into Genesini. Now Bartlett looking for the diagonal pass here. More horizontal in the end as he finds Declan Rose. Rose has got calls from Holmes and releases the ball to the number 16. Holmes pokes it towards the feet of Corby Moore. Now Will Spetch. And again, Poole just a bit more relaxed. Not showing the same intent as they did in the opening 10 minutes or so, but certainly have been on top so far as Bartlett finds Dickinson. He looks to skip past his man. Still got possession here, and Connors, and a combination of Connors there, Nasher forced Dickinson into kicking it off Nasher and out for a throw for the Dolphins. Inside Hayes half has taken already. Bartlett fed the ball by Moore. Now Carmichael's got space on the left with Declan Rose. Rose back into the feet of Carmichael. Carmichael looking for options, finds Holmes. Holmes now looking for options himself. He's got Corby Moore. Moore looking for the overlapping run of Dixon, who eventually picks up the ball. He's got Genesini ahead of him as Dixon throws a few step overs, drives towards the box. It's slightly tugged back, but not enough for a foul there as he loses control of the ball. Now Hayes passing it around the back themselves. Slightly nervous, that's slightly smacked forward by McDevitt. It's a good pass in the end as it finds Amartey. Whiskey needs to be careful. He was tussling there with Amartey. And Spetch gets stuck in there. Stabbing tackle to poke it out for a throw for Hayes. Remarkably, as I mentioned, Hayes have played fewer league games but have still outscored the Dolphins. 25 goals in 9. They've only conceded 6 in the league. Conceded a few more in the FA Cup. It's 7, but they did put 5 past National South Tonbridge Angels. Throw taken, held up here by Emmanuel. Decent goal scorer at the National League level. Wealdstone dropped down 2 divisions this summer. Leah judged to have fouled Fremper at the back. It's a nice little turn here by Goodrham. Pokes out wide to Gillela. He's got a task to keep it in play, and he does so back. So Goodrham crosses the area, meets the head of Spectral. Full kindly here for Shutton. Plays it back out wide for Gillela. Back into the feet of Shutton. Ball in towards Amartey. He's got his back to goal, tries to poke it up to set up Shutton. Carmichael nips ahead of him, gets caught and wins a free kick. Just joining us, quarter of an hour gone here on Radio Poole Town. Still Poole Town 0, Hayes Yeading 0. Game just evening out slightly. The Poole enjoyed good spells in the first 5 or 10 minutes. Still waiting for Charles to take this free kick as he sends it towards the height of Carmichael. Carmichael doesn't get it, but it will be a Hayes head for a Poole Town throw-in. Genesini takes and finds Carmichael. Carmichael into Genesini. Under a bit of pressure there, Dolphins. Robinson lays it off for McDevitt. He smacks that one clear. Wiskin will battle here with Amartey. Amartey, I think, gets his shoulder ahead of Wiskin and flicks it on towards Emmanuel, but Dolphins deal with it. Carmichael into Lee, he's onside. Well, left by Carmichael, I believe was coming from an offside position. Dickinson looking for options here. Bartlett's calling for the ball in acres of space. And cross towards Holmes is semi-cut out by Gillela, but falls kindly for Luke Holmes. He's going to take a shot himself. Effort dips into the arms of Dickinson. Tony Lee already being a nuisance. He followed in rather keenly, despite the shot being well gathered long before he reached the goalkeeper. Clearance there by Hayes, finds Spetch, who smacks it up towards Lee himself. McDevitt gets his head on it, falls to the chest of Sutton. Now back to Robinson. Robinson now across to Fremper. Fremper coming forward, he's got Jalloh to his right. Ball over the top here. Dixon needs to be careful. He's got the left back Jack Connors applying some light pressure on him, so we'll lay it back off for Mark Childs. Here as Lee will battle with McDevitt. McDevitt does catch Lee in the air, but no foul given. McDevitt knocks it down out wide on this left-hand flank as Hayes has come forward. Emmanuel calling for it. Finds Amartey instead, and Corbin will cut that pass out and pass it to Jack Dixon. Nice pass to play between Bartlett, Carmichael, who feeds it out on the left-hand flank to Declan Rose. He's got Luke Holmes just ahead of him as he looks to take on Gillela. Goes central here. Rose finds Carmichael in the pocket space. He's going to shoot himself. Dipping effort. Goalkeeper tracked it, did get a hand on it. Dolphins not afraid to let loose from range. Come close. Of course, Declan Rose with that very cheeky effort where he tried to lob the goalkeeper for that free kick when Hayes wasn't set up properly. Just the one goal in the Southern League so far. Cheshire 1 goal lead thanks to a penalty. Dickinson eventually gets us restarted here with a goal kick. Spetch battles here with Emmanuel. Ball evades both of them really as Rose lays it off for Holmes. Holmes pokes it towards the feet of Corby Moore. He's looking for Dixon to his right. Corby Moore. No pressure on the midfield here for Poole as Moore can play the ball out to this left-hand flank, switches the direction of the attack. Rose just standing still really as he surveys his options, picks out Holmes. Back to the feet of Rose now. Rose into Spetch. And Spetch lays it off here with Jamie Wiskin. Dixon on the right hand flank. Floats the ball up towards Carmichael, he gets a touch of it. In the end, not sure what Dixon and Carmichael are thinking there as Carmichael flings himself to win the ball back. Carmichael adamantly won the ball there, and it will produce the first booking of the game. After into the 20th minute here. So yeah, booking there for Carmichael. McDevitt's Free kick sent straight into the arms of the awaiting Mark Childs. Genesini knocks this one down his chest. Manages to keep it in play here as he battles here with Connor. Connor's as well to shoot out play. Dickinson's goal kick only finds the head of Bartlett, who sends it forward. Bartlett again has to get his head on the clearance by Hayes. Wiskin sends it over the top here. Tony Lee is definitely not offside despite the appeals of the goalkeeper. He forced out quite wide and this ball into the box. Would have been a good ball if Tony Lee himself was in there. Ball sent up towards Emmanuel. Gillela now on the ball as Bartlett comes across. Bartlett wins the ball back here and stabs it, but in the end loses out as regathered by Nasha, who feeds up towards Amartey. Amartey battling here with Rose. Rose has got possession as he sends it down the line. Will be a throw in here for Hayes. Cross into the area under the feet of Amartey, couldn't control it. It's cleared here by Lee, who's under pressure from Fremper. Fremper's got his hands all over him and continues after the whistle's gone. And in the process, Fremper's injured himself there. Free kick here to be taken by Rose. Wishing they're battling with Amartey. Almost beats Goodrham as well to the ball, but Hayes in possession here. Dixon under pressure here and he lays off for Corby Moore. Carmichael tries to flick it on but finds shut in first as Bartlett. Not sure how he's managed to achieve that from that angle. Sends a shot into the high into the sky there. Ball back to Robertson, who knocks it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Yates now 2-0 up against Bolton Casuals.
At least with Warner's playing at home, you haven't got any
Dickinson's throwing, finds Carmichael. In the end, Genesini can't keep it in play. Will be throwing for the away side. Free kick taken by Oluwassanmi to the head of McDevitt. His header is met by Carmichael's head, and Genesini's battling to keep it in play. Does well here, takes a deflection off Goodrham. He catches Dickinson late from behind. And if the referee's logic is consistent, there should be a booking coming here for Hayes. Was there a booking? Really? Free kick comes to nothing as Genesini wrestles to the ground. Will be a goal kick for the away side here. Just joining us nearing the half hour mark, 28 minutes into this contest. Still Poole Town 0, Hayes Yeading 0. Tony Lee will potentially feel aggrieved that a goal chalked off for offside, even though flag and whistle went long before he poked it past Dickinson. It was a very tight call. Do come close as he almost bundled it over the line as well. Tricked some fans into believing he scored, but really neither goalkeeper truly threatened as Declan Rose lays the ball off here for Corby Moore. Holmes looking for the run of Genesini to his right. Finds Genesini, Lee's just ahead of him. Gets the ball poked by Lee. He smashes that one into the back of Fremper. There will be a corner for the Dolphins. Corby Moore's corner floated in towards Tony Lee. He's got his arms around Lee's neck there, Fremper, but referee doesn't spot it as Moore puts it back into the similar sort of area. Lee again rises up and again hands all over him. Shot fired across there, I believe, down Bartlett. So Carmichael is dragged down another. Genesini standing over this one, floats towards the back post. Lee gets his head on it. Oh! Just past the post there for Tony Lee. It's a goal for Gosport. They've taken the lead away at Truro. Obviously Dolphins hosting Truro on Tuesday night. Rose battling there with Robertson. Moore hooks over the line for Holmes. Tackle there by Fremper. Will be a throw in for the Dolphins. Nice little move there by Holmes. He pokes it towards Tony Lee. He's got Genesini to his right. Lays off for the right back. Genesini fires and into the stand. I think he just lashed at that one. Tony there just telling his youngster to calm down when he's in the opportunity. Goal kick is taking his Rose, gets his hand on it, will only send it out for a Hayes throw in. Thrown taken there by Robinson. Ball up towards Amartey, who's holding it, lays it off here for Shutton. He's taking it into his stride now, looking for Emmanuel, pokes it forward to Emmanuel. We skip past challenger one, and Bartlett there does well to recover. But still, Hayes has got the ball. Gillela cross into the area, finds the header Spetch, falls kindly there, dipping effort. I think that's the closest we've seen from Hayes. Tardy Goodrham's effort nowhere near the goal, and Truths was dipping. Hayes still trying their tactic of throwing the bodies to the floor in order to win a foul. That one was as he gets a few handbags here from Hayes.
Oh, what they do? They just pushed him over. He stood. He stood on him. He just stood on him. Two stepped on him.
The referee seemingly forgot he's got a whistle. He tried to get a hold of this situation here.
Oh no, you've got to have seen that. Come on, Lino. Number two, Ref. Number two, he stepped on him, Ref. Come on, Ref. They're still doing it now, look. It's only because he's... Tommy reset off because he's too good for him. That's what I'm trying to turn on the ball, not on the ball. Don't, Tony, just leave him. Come on, lad, do something. Number two, Ref.
Still waiting here. The referee, I think, is just trying to buy himself some time, because I don't think he knows what he's doing. The referee kind of just stood there like a disappointed primary school teacher.
Well, he's going to ask someone on the other side who couldn't see anything. He's got the right side. I was going to say, he did the work to see from over there, wasn't he?
It should be a red one.
Very lucky number two. Isn't it funny though? The guy on the other side is always spotted out.
Get his own landing.
So yeah, so booking there for Dan Bartlett, Angela. Tony Lee also booked despite Hayes instigating proceedings. Poole under a bit of pressure as his Charles semi-shanks that clearance. Poole finds Goodrham. He advances to the box. He runs into Bartlett and he's dived for a penalty. Goodrham going nowhere there, knocks the ball out for a goal kick. Collides into Bartlett and a penalty is awarded. Charles here has a chance to redeem himself because it's his clearance that did lead to the second wave of the attack. Emmanuel stands up to take. And he smashes it down the middle and kicks the ball away, and should be a booking there, but we started here with Carmichael to the feet of Moore. Into Rose. That's okay.
Keep it going, Paul.
Throw in here, taken by Rose, looking towards Tony Lee. And Robinson showcasing what little skill Hayes have. Lee knocks it down. Smack clear by McDevitt. Wiskin gets his head on that one. Lee batting there with Shutton, knocks it down here for Holmes. McDevitt, it's two-stone tackle. That's off his feet there. It's almost a scissor challenge there. Studs up, 2-footed. The captain, and somehow is only going to get a booking. Sorry for my laughter. Flew into that. Did win the ball, but got both of Holmes' legs with the studs showing. Holmes there limping off. Poole still standing over this one. There's a group of 5 of them discussing what's going to happen. Looks like Genesini will take quite a distance out, so he'll have to generate some power if he's going to. Genesini floats over the top here looking for the run of Whiskey and evades everyone. It'll be gathered by Dickinson, who fails to gather. Time wasting in the 40th minute. 43rd minute, my apologies. Ball laid off here for Emmanuel. Emmanuel easily dispossessed there by Rose. Bartlett driving pass up to Tony Lee. Plays the first time out wide to Carmichael. He's got Holmes ahead of him, but decides to go back to Tony Lee here. He's battling here with Fremper. Been forced out wide here. Still looking for support here. In the end, does win a corner. Not much he could do there. More with the corner in towards the centre. Lee gets his head up on it, is bundled over, hands all over him again. Amartey striding forward here as he's been forced out wide by Dixon. Looks to cut in on his right foot. Good tackle at the end by Dixon. But Amartey still in possession as he lays it back off of Woodrum. Ball slipped in here for Nasher. Offside flag goes up as Poole just about dealt with. Looking at the final few seconds of the first half here. It's Poole Town 0, Hayes Yeading 1. Lee knocks it forward, but they'll run all the way through to Dickinson. Carmichael will have to harass the goalkeeper to speed him up. We'll see 4 added minutes in this first half. Dickinson with the kick here, looking towards Dixon. Knocks it down for Genesini, he's headed down for Corby Moore. Long punt over the top here, will fall kindly for Leeds. He battles here with Fremper. You might have heard the shouts from the fans for handball, and might have heard that one from Tony Lee. Holmes under pressure here from Gillela. Cross curls in, but in the end goes out before it can touch a Poole player, so it will be a goal kick here. Eventually have the goal kick here from Hayes. Emmanuel looks for the switch, diagonal switch of play there. Dickinson will use his pace to battle here with Woodrum and let that run out for a goal kick. Just over a minute left in this first half. Still Poole Town 0, Hayes Yeading 1. Had 4 added minutes and we've used nearly 3 of them. Dolphins will be aggrieved to find themselves a goal behind. Hayes scoring with their first shot on target from the spot. Ball's taking the lead, gets the flick on here towards Carmichael. Over the top here for Holmes to chase, he's offside. Much clearer offside than one denied Tony Lee. And the time wasting continues. And then Dickinson kicks the ball well past where the free kick is to waste more time. The referee doesn't even have a word. Certainly a side that mastered the dark arts here, Hayes. And shirt pull there on Whiskin. The referee does spot that one. Long punt over the top here. We'll find the head of McDevitt, who's lucky to still be on the pitch. Nasher coming down the left-hand flank. Ball up towards Amartey. He's holding it up here. As Whiskin tussles with him. Bit handsy there, Whiskin, but referee allows it. He has allowed that sort of thing so far. Ball up towards Mark Childs.
Get a runner.
30 seconds, booty.
Childs. Long punt over the top here. I think McDevitt will get to it first, or Dickinson. Emmanuel battling here, under pressure here from Holmes and Bartlett. Gets stuck in shutting. Lovely outside of the boot pass to Gillela. Throws in a few step overs as he gets a cross in. Cleared by Cordmore. And that is the half time whistle. Poole Town 0, Hayes Yeading 1. We'll be back after the break.
Poor first half there from Poole Town. Definitely a dive for the penalty in my opinion, Jack. Great commentary so far in this game. But yeah, Poole Town have got it to do. They've been here before, they've done it, they've turned it round. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you can. That's just coming back out for the second half. I'm going to hand you back over to Jack. Thank you very much, Jack.
Hello, we're just about to get underway in the second half. There'll be a substitute here. You might have heard that from Parky. It's Gillela coming off, who's lucky to still be on the pitch. Probably sensing Hayes that this match official might produce more cards. They've brought him off. Back on the way here with the Dolphins as Dickinson receives the ball from kickoff via Josh Carmichael. Goodrham tries to flip the ball over the top, got it easily cut out here by Whiskin. Dickinson still on the ball here. Carmichael will put some pressure here on McDevitt, another player lucky to still be on the pitch. Holmes takes the ball down under pressure here. Ball over the top here from Bartlett, finds Genesini, tight angles, he cuts it back, will fall kindly in the middle for Dickinson. Moore tries to intercept here and cut the ball out from Jalloh, the substitute. Whiskin gets his head on this one as Moore knocks it down for Dixon. Dixon striding forward here, he's got Lee just ahead of him but still going. Picks out Genesini to his right. Cross towards Tony Lee, headed away by Framper. Jalloh tries to tuck it down. Cries for a foul from Hayes there. Quickly ignored by the match official. Connors down the left-hand flank. Can't advance, but it's going to be collected here by Nasher. Goodrham plugs the ball out to the right. Still Goodrham advancing. Good tackle there by Holmes, but the ball falls kindly for Sutton. Flings himself at Moore there, doesn't win the ball at all. And quickly, the referee pulls it back and the Hayes players start to swarm Emmanuel first, try and get in the official's face. Whiskin, ball over the top, nodded away there by Hayes player, will be a Dolphins throw in. Rose into the Corby Moore, knocks it back to Rose, now into Luke Holmes, under pressure here from Nasher, lays it off here for Carmichael, he's been pulled back a bit and Nasher still got a hold of him as Bartlett floats the ball over the top here for Corby Moore. Moore looking to get crossing, floats it towards Tony Lee. And Genesini nods it just past the post. Again, good attacking intent from the Dolphins to start the second half. Spec wins ahead of there under pressure from Emmanuel. Holmes can't keep it in, so the throw is taken up towards Jalloh. Jalloh out wide. Tries to find Goodrham, but is out for a Dolphins throw in. Throw in taken up towards Carmichael. Just bouncing about here, neither side truly in possession, but Emmanuel almost gets it under controls. Declan Rose tries to advance, he's held up and now Goodrham can advance, pokes it forward towards Amartey, held up by Dixon, lays it back off for Emmanuel. Emmanuel advancing into the box looking for an option, curls that one towards Jalloh at the far post. It's poor defending for the Dolphins. Somewhat gets the run of play there. First real chance for Hayes. His first shot on target they've had from open play. Another restart here for the Dolphins. Dickinson picks up this loose ball here, looking for options further upfield. Finds Wiskin, who sends it up towards Lee. That's going to be cut out by McDevitt. Moore lays it off for Spetch. Spetch into Rose. Rose flips the ball towards Bartlett. Pokes it ahead. Here's Fremper. Smacks that one clear. Long throw into the area here by Tony Lee. Ball's bouncing as Jalloh, the second goal scorer, clears. Emmanuel tries to knock this one down, plays it out to Goodrham. Dickinson gets the hell on it, but falls kindly here for Emmanuel. Dickinson blocks the initial pass, but still in possession of Emmanuel. Cornwall reads that well. Dickinson now into Genesini. Spetch spots the diagonal right of Genesini. He's got a task to keep this in play now.
No wasting time, ref.
You're wasting the time there.
Throw taken here by Connors. Up towards Dixon. Headed down for Genesini. Bartlett. Poole looks slightly shell-shocked after that second as Holmes into Bartlett. Now looking to just build a bit more intent. Not fully cleared there by Fremper. As Goodrham will battle here with Lee. Lee picks the ball there, he's shoved in the back. And that will finally produce a free kick. Holmes. Poor option there, not sure who he was looking for there. Poole looking a bit more disjointed now. Connors back to McDevitt. Plays it back to Dickinson. Good pressure from Lee, but Hayes still in possession as it lays off Goodrham. Carmichael there gets stuck in, and the ball falls kindly here for Lee, and again Goodrham tugging. Genesini, not the best. Free kick goes straight into the hands of Dickinson. Long punt here as Rose gets the first touch, knocks it down. Moore and Dixon back to gather possession for Dolphins.
This way! This way! Hold on.
Carmichael's done well to initially keep this in play. In the end, does run out for a throw-in despite his intervention. Goodrham coming down this right-hand flank here. He's been held up by Bartlett and Spech. Spech manages to semi-clear, but only into Nasher. He's done well to get the ball under his control. Feeds it back to Goodrham. Goodrham and Nasher combining here. Almost a lovely little 1-2 there, but Poole just about deal with it. It's more sends it out towards Bartlett, but can't quite keep possession as Goodrham again chucks himself to the floor, but unlike the penalty, doesn't win the decision. Ball now to Carmichael on the left-hand flank. He's got Lee just ahead of him, pokes the ball towards Lee. McDevitt needs to be careful. He is, of course, on that. Booking Lee there, flashing. I think it was a shot rather than a cross. Forced Dickinson into at least attempting to dive towards the ball. The ball just needed a lift to get going again. The first substitute of the afternoon for the Dolphins will be Joe Wickham coming on for, looks like, Josh Carmichael. Will be a double substitution here. As Will Fletcher coming on for Dan Bartlett. Not Dan Bartlett, my apologies. Brooklyn Genesini. Bartlett has stopped wearing the number 18 shirt. Was a double substitution that the Dolphins did make in their win over Merthyr when they 1-0 up. It was a bold move from Poole, and it did produce 2 more goals. However, Carmichael and Bartlett did stay on the pitch for the goals. Emmanuel as well to flick the ball on towards Jalloh. Wiskin stabs it clear as Rose smacks that one into Nasher. Wiskin gets his head on the loose ball, and Nasher does well to nip in ahead of Rose. He can't keep it in play. However, will be a Hayes getting a throw in. Hayes still in position here with Goodrham. Rose as well to get his body ahead of the winger. Win the ball back as Spech sends it up the line. Cut out by Shutton. It's pass first time up towards Jalloh. Dolphins again just about win it back as Moore sends it up towards Lee. He's battling with Robertson at the moment. Robertson does well to tee up Emmanuel. He's fed it through to Amartey. Dixon's pace would just allow him to get to the ball first as he comes down the right flank. Plays it against Amartey. Connors is there to regain possession for Hayes. Knock it back to number 10 and now to Shutton. Shutton into Emmanuel, who's dropped a little bit deep to number 9 as he lays off Goodrham, who curls the ball into Charles. Good run there from Emmanuel, who's made his frustrations very clear. Charles rolls it here for Dixon. He's tackled there by Jalloh, taken quickly here as Poole looking for a bit of impetus. They need a goal, they need it quickly. Hayes will not be too fussed about defending this. So far, Dolphins' best chances have come from long shots that are dipped dangerously close. A good pressure here from Fletcher on. Ramp almost wins the ball back, but defended as well to cover. Play it back to Dickinson, who clears towards Goodrham. He gets his head on it, beats Rose the ball, that will knock it out for a throw in. Throw in second here by Rose, met by the head of Goodrham again. Nasher has the ball and the pressure here from Dan Bartlett. Bartlett will not let him advance, so will be another throw for the Dolphins, slightly further up the pitch on the halfway line. Rose looking for options here, throw up towards Lee, poor throw. But in the end, Robinson not much better, smacks it straight out from the throw. Poole slowly advancing up the pitch here, with a succession of throw-ins. Rose into Luke Holmes. Holmes tries to turn, dispossessed there by Shutton. Ball over top, will fall kindly here for Emmanuel. Dolphins exposed to the back here as he looks to skip past Wiskin, plays it across here for Amartey. Dixon needs to stand him up as he looks to cut it onto his right, looking for options here. Good tackle there by Dan Bartlett to deny Emmanuel. Ball in towards Luke Holmes here, needs to be careful with Goodrham. Holmes pokes it here towards Bartlett. He's got Wickham on the right hand flank. We'll poke it towards Wickham here. He's been held up by Connors. Wickham now central here with Corby Moore. And still looking to go down and use his right hand flank as Holmes has drifted across. He's got Wickham to his right. Skips past Connors, knocks it towards Corby Moore. Moore now looking for support. Forced back on himself. Good tackle there by Sutton. And smack clear by McDevitt. Dickinson gets his head on this to deny Amartey running him free. Amartey's done well though to outmuscle Dickinson as Dickinson looks to recover. Both travelling down his left hand flank into the box. Dickinson needs to be careful as Amartey fires that straight into the midriff of Mark Childs. Game opening up a bit here, but Dolphins still yet to really test Hayes beyond that Genesini half chance. Early on before the second goal, Fletcher ball down the line. Declan Rose will chase that Fremper, gets a foot to it, keeps in play, but Lee there battles to win it off Goodrham. Goodrham again, hands all over Lee. And that is his third foul in relatively quick succession, in about 10 minutes or so, but I don't believe the line referee will have a word. Poole fans trying to inject a bit of life into Poole.
How much of his show does he want?
Moore floats this one in towards the edge of the area. Wissing gets the flick on, almost kindly for Fletcher. Hacks back into the air, falls for Lee, heads it back into an area. Fletcher again nods it away. Goalkeeper comes out and it kindly falls for Goodrham, who flicks that out first time. Amartey can only knock that on and Corby Moore can gather. Holmes here, looking for the diagonal pass. Lee is underneath it. Gets his head to send it towards Wiskin. Wiskin knocks it down here for Lee. Lee fires, blocked. Jalloh, nice little feint there to skip past Moore. Pokes it forward for Emmanuel. He's split the ball between rows onto his left foot. He's curved that miles clear. Let off there for the Dolphins.
Can we win the first one? First one! Second!
Sutton there colliding with Lee. Lee appears fine. I think Sutton got the worst of it from the head, so a head injury has stopped play.
Yeah, I'm already with the coach and it's okay, but they're not coming up making snide comments to me, okay? So we'll stay within the technical area.
Still just waiting here for play to restart. Looks like Sutton will be fine to continue. Emmanuel's having to be taken away by a teammate for complaining at the referee again. Fletcher gets a knock on here from the throw-in. Holmes held up by 2, but does well to skip past Shutter now. Nasher trying to tug back to number 16. Poole will find Fletcher out wide, but Fremper just ahead of him smacks it clear. Tony Lee goes across for the long throw. Easily met on head of Robinson. Goodrham keep this in play under pressure from Bartlett. That's Goodrham's 4th tackle, and then he just does display the totting up process. Nice to see some logic from the match official. More curls that one towards Jamie Wiskin, easy gathering the end for Dickinson, who was tall and strong. Small on a Jalloh will look to add a bit of impetus to Hayes Yeading attack, and as you can imagine, not committing too many men forward, but they are finding luck hitting Poole on the break. As switch of play here as Lee will chase down Robinson. A heavy touch there by Robinson that allows Fletcher to regain possession for Poole. Farnborough just equalise at Dorchester. Long punt here from Mark Childs up towards Tony Lee. Robinson does well to actually battle with Lee and Fletcher to keep the ball. Rose chests that down, plays up the line. Bit of ping pong here. Ball up in the air. Lee sends that towards Fletcher to chase, but can't quite get onto it. Other side truly controlling possession at the moment. Again, Rose was looking to send the ball up in the air again. Lays it back off for Wiskin, and he will have to go to Childs, who will inevitably have to send this one long. Poole said he went forward for this long kick from Childs. Looking again for the height of Tony Lee. Gets the knock on and will fall almost kindly for Holmes. Fremper does well to swivel and clear. Rose knocks that one down for Bartlett. First time pass, lays it off for Spetch again. Long ball over the top for the Dolphins to chase. It's kind of what they're resorting to at the moment. As Fletcher will put the pressure here on Robinson. Robinson smacks that one out. Has looked the weakest link in that Hayes defence. Been a few times where he's miscontrolled the ball under pressure and let the ball go. Sean Wright warming up for the Dolphins here, just getting ready. Was a sub against Murphy for the injured Will Spetch. So interesting to see if he replaces defender, really. As Bartlett locks this one down for Rose. Rose floats this towards Tony Lee. He's got Wickham over the top. Connors gets ahead on it, but falls kindly here for Corby Moore. Moore now into Joe Wickham. Wickham gets a cross in, smacked clear by McDevitt. Shutton will battle there. Wickham loses a shin pad as the ball's crossed in. Fremper does well to sort his feet out and clear. Emmanuel on the ball up under pressure here from Declan Rose. Good pressure from Fletcher again. Robinson, another forced mistake. Fletcher continues the pressure on Robinson. Flings himself to the floor to try and win that. Throw for the Dolphins, another long throw for Tony Lee. Well, both sides want to make a sub, but neither side wants to make it during a set piece. Bakersfield just equalised against Salisbury's 1-1 there. Tony Lee crossing to the area, Wickham gets a flick on it, battles there with Robinson to prevent it going further as Emmanuel knocks it down. And the issue with these long throws to the Dolphins, they commit Spetch and Wiskin up top for their height because Tony Lee takes the throw-ins, and it means at the back they've got Moore, Dixon and Rose, and Amartey and Emmanuel fancy themselves driving forward as Dixon holds up and eventually drives and pokes it through the legs of Charles. And like I said, almost inevitable there those long throws have yet to see come off for the Dolphins, and Hayes with their second chance of the game really make it 3-0. That's whisking off there for Sean Wright, unsure what that's about.
Keanu, you four, keep the standards up. Right, no risk, fucking clear your line.
Moore switches the play out towards Tony Lee, knocks it down for Fletcher. Linesman has indicated he's onside here, Fletcher. Looking for support, number 17. Lays it back all the way to Declan Rose. Declan Rose finds Bartlett into Dixon. Dixon will float towards that far post. Lee gets a head on it. Just the wrong side of the post. Fletcher knocks this one down. Lee bundled over by Fremper. Moore floats the ball up towards Spetch, knocks it down, falls for Sean Wright. Wright stabs it home. And that's a goal back for the Dolphins. And Hayes again trying to time waste. Probably just a consolation for the Dolphins. Bartlett knocks this one towards Lee, flicks it over the top here. Knocked it down by Fremper, falls again for Lee, knocks it towards Luke Holmes. Holmes tries his luck from range. Goal kick taken as Fletcher does that one up the line. Holmes will keep this in play. Odelusi. Poole to switch towards Will Fletcher in the middle. Looking to play it out wide here for Joe Wickham. And the linesman there finally getting involved. Connor's acting innocent, like he's never done anything wrong in his life. There's a clear shove on Dickinson descending to the deck. Moore is standing over this one. Free kick comes in towards that near post. Wright gets head on it. Cleaner connection. We might have seen a second there from Wright. Steve scored the winner off the bench against Dorchester. And he replaced it with Genesini.
Come on, ref. Carding!
Spetch to Bartlett, who flicks it on. Bartlett again wins that header again. Ball over the top as Emmanuel looks to have beaten this offside trap. He's been held up here by Spetch. Lays it off here for Jalloh. Shot in and tipped wide by Mark Childs. Corner whipped in, taken actually short, laid off to Emmanuel as the ball again whipped in, this time a bit more pace. Just about cleared as Nasha knocks it down here for good yard. Ball into Robinson, who again another hefty touch as he goes down under pressure from Tony Lee. Lee plays it towards Fletcher in the centre. He's tackled there. Advantage played. Hayes, manager, helping slow things down by making some complaints to the referee. Charles' free kick flicked on by Lee. Handball claims there. Ball knocked up the line to Connors. Wickham does well to pressure the number 3. And he's just dived there. Just like the penalty, he's gone the official. There's no other way to describe it. He's gone down before Wickham's even moved towards him. I understand that he ran himself into a corner. just joining us, got about 9 minutes or so left here at the Black Hole Stadium. Again, Poole just resorting to pumping the ball forward at the moment. Bartlett holding up Jalloh. And again, Robertson smacking that out for another Poole throw-in. Hayes still coming forward, cross out for a corner. Well, Barry said Hayes Yeading got about 10 fans. Childs pumps this one forward, looking for Tony Lee. Headed away by Robinson for Odelusi. Awful kindly here for Corby Moore. Finds like Holmes. Loose ball. Pokes it forward to Tony Lee. Patrick, cut out by Will Spetch. Smacks it into Hippolyte Patrick, throwing for Poole there in half. He's now going forward. Good interception there by Corby Moore. Emmanuel battles to the ball, sliding tackle there by Dickinson. Taking short here to Jalloh. Poole really should have cleared here as Hayes still had the ball. Charles gets down well to save. And somehow Spetch picks up a booking here. Just waiting for this free kick. Tell there, but actually brilliant free kick. Wickham coming forward here. He's got Dickinson to the right hand flank. Cuts it. Good save there by Dickinson. Corner whipped in, Wright comes off, little Spetch and scissor kick to clear. More floats another one in towards Dickinson. taken here by Dickinson. Wright does well to intercept. Can't be offside from a goal kick, so the linesman should not have flagged there and the referee shouldn't have given it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's why, yeah, sorry. It's me. Yeah, that was a red card and a red card as well. Thought it was a goal, my apologies. Thought it was a goal kick. Fletcher. Crunching tackle there, fair as Hayes coming forward, Poole still going for it, and it's leading to gaps at the back. Jalloh lays it off here for Nasher. Nasher steps it in. Yeah, penalty, yeah. So there is Poole Town 1, Hayes Yeading 4, just 4 goals from 5 shots, and well, major decisions going Hayes' way. Just one of those days for the Dolphins, but in truth, weren't clinical enough. It didn't generate much in the second half to really trouble the away side once they took a healthy lead. We'll be back on Tuesday for the game against Truro. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that today. 4-1 to Hayes and Yeading then. Could have leapfrogged them. They've got a few games in hand. Look like a very strong side. I think unbeaten in 17 now. So, yeah, looking strong season for them. Maybe title contenders. Definitely be up there with the playoffs. Will Poole Town be there as well? Thanks for watching Academy TV. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you can. See you next time.